base load and peak load station. Now the different types of generating stations are used in the power system to supply the load. Now the characteristics of fixed and variable cost is different for the different power station. So suppose first we will say the example. In hydropower plant, the fixed cost, here you can say the fixed cost is very high, but its operating cost is very less in compared to another power station. While the fixed cost is comparatively low and running cost is very high in the thermal power station. So if the power stations are operated only on lower load factor, the cost per unit generated by the power station is increased. So our main aim to reduce the per unit cost of the generating unit in the power station. Now the operating characteristics is different of each and every power station. So second, easily on or off the diesel and hydro power station. But for nuclear power station and thermal power station, it is not possible. Now the power station should be operated in such a way that its operation cost per unit becomes maximum. That is our main aim. So now to consider each and every point, the some power plants or some power stations are operated throughout the year is called base load station. Base load station. So it is most important. Whatever power stations are operated during the throughout the year is called base load station. While the sum of the power plants they are operated during the only peak hours on a day is called peak load station. So it is most important what is the difference between base load and peak load. Base load station, that means they are operated throughout the years, while the peak load station, that means it is operated when the peak hours or peak load is available, then it is operated. So here you can see the combined load curve for the system. So here you can see the load curve. You can see the peak load on the power station, that is 400 megawatts, and it is available during only 1 hour. And similarly you can see 350 megawatts load. It is also during only 1 hour. But here you can see the 300 megawatts loads during the 2 hours. And the most of the loads, that means 250 megawatts. So most of the loads, that is a 250 megawatts. Here you can see. So the portion AB, here you can see the portion AB, that is a peak load. So whatever load upper this AB portion, that is your peak load, while the whatever the portions lower than this AB is called base load. So from this graph we can draw the load duration curve. So here that means thus the our base load station, it is operated in 24 hours on full load. So that means its load factor is maximum. So due to this reason, the cost per unit generated becomes minimum. Now while in peak load station it is operated only 2 or 3 hours in a day, so its load factor is very less. So here you can see, so both here you can see the base load station, the load factor of the base load station is 84.2%, while the load factor on peak load station is only 9.7%. So in power station, we are using different types of power station like nuclear power station, hydro power station, thermal power station, diesel power station. So the efficiency of the thermal power plant is different. In hydropower station, that means the large storage hydropower station, or sometimes run of river type power station is also available. So how to operate this power station to reduce the minimum overall cost per unit generated. So whatever power station is required to operated on the higher load factor, this is called base load station, whose operating cost is high, and it is not easy to turn on and turn off quickly. That type power station is taken, or it is operated as a peak load station. So it is most important. So if in our system consists of nuclear power station, limited storage type hydropower station, and the thermal power station, then how to run, how to operate to minimize the cost per unit generated. So here you can see nuclear power station works as a base load, then thermal power station, then hydro. So if the run over hydropower plant is present, that time this is operated as a base load station, then nuclear power plant, then thermal power plant, then storage type hydropower plant, next the diesel power plant. Now the characteristics of base load station. So these stations are operated continuously throughout the years. Second, these stations are operated on the high power factor. Third, they should have higher efficiency. Fourth, the overall cost per unit is less. Fifth, these have more capital cost. Sixth, their capacity is high. 7. The starting and stopping of this type of power plant is not easy.